Hi guys, welcome back to a brand new collection video, and today we'll be checking out Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, Amok Time, 2 version figures. Well, Elvira, I mean, look at her guys, it's absolutely stunning, from her black dress, down to her legs, down to, and she's got huge hair. Here it is guys, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark by Amok Time. Now, for those of you who don't know Elvira, maybe you do, maybe you don't, she was an old B-movie host. The Simpsons took the mick out of her later years with Boomerella because of her, well, you know. And so basically, Elvira Mistress of the Dark is a cult movie, a dark comedy, and it is just this year getting released by Arrow Video, finally getting released in Blu-ray. If you've never seen it before, you can see it on, I think it's on YouTube. Not the best movie ever made, obviously, but it is a good sort of rompy B movie. A lot of women don't like her because of what she kind of sort of represents to them. You know, but yeah. But anyway, guys, these figures came out about 2010, and they were quite pricey. So I remember picking one of them up, and I was kind of like debating whether or not to get it, and I passed on it, and because I am sort of like, it was money wise at the time, I think, and because now that I have managed to sort of try and track down some of the figures I might have missed at the time, and sort of wanted to get maybe at the time and never had a chance to get, but nonetheless, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Now this one is a sort of re-release. I believe this one looks like a re-release to me than that, because I think that was more of the box that you got it in, and now you can see the box looks a slightly bit different. So there was 2 versions released. This is the variant version. I don't even know if they called it that. The Deluxe figure. But it's weird because a lot of them say that that's the Deluxe figure, but it's not. So this is the Deluxe version, as they like to call it, or Deluxe, sorry. I keep saying Deluxe. And this is just the normal version. As you can see, Elvira. So they don't have the same picture at the back, but that is what you would have got with if you bought this version, or the other version, so I say you would have got that in the back. And I don't know if the Deluxe version you were able to get it in the shops, or you had to buy it online like an exclusive. A lot of figures ended up being like that. You had to get it online on an exclusive website, or you could try and track it down if somebody had bought it on eBay. But eventually found them, eventually got them, and kind of happy to get them. So I want to get right in and dive into this unboxing, guys. So we'll start with the ordinary one. So the detail is pretty obvious. She's got dark hair, her big, you know, and a wee dagger, and I like the detail in the fingernails, the rings. Pretty awesome. It's pretty much the same figure, just a different head sculpt. That's basically all it is. Pretty much. Okay, so the packaging is pretty standard, and it's made by Amok Time figures, and yep. So if you want to, guys, pause that. You can read it. Hold it very well, or you can pause the video and have a read if you want to have a look. But I'm going to dive in, and I'll tell you what I'll do. Actually, I'll open them both together, make it a lot easier. So now we'll have a look at the deluxe version. As you can see, the face is different. She's doing the iconic wink. Everything's pretty much the same, right down to your dagger, the details in the hands is all pretty much the same, her legs, and you do get the wee backdrop stand. The packaging is pretty much the same. As I say, it's just a smaller box, Amok time. Just a different look. And the image I was showing you at the back. So what we'll do, guys, I'll open them both and we'll have a look at them. And here she is, guys. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Now, this figure comes with not a lot of accessories, in fact none accessories really at all. What you see with this figure is basically what you get. If you see it in the packaging, you're basically getting that sort of figure. And same with articulation as well. If you're looking for a figure with great articulation, this is probably not the one for you, but it's the only, I think, decent Elvira figure out there. So we'll have a look at the standard version first. Pretty simple. You get the wee, like, mole underneath her eye. You can just see her teeth, her mouth's just sort of half open. And, yeah, you can see her. Yeah. And even the detail wrinkled all the way down the dress is pretty cool. The way the dress wrinkles, the way the sleeves are all sort of torn and tattered right there. Pretty much the detail in the paint job right down to her hair. Big beehive hair, that's what she's known for. This famous big beehive hair. Right down the back. Right along to the back side of the dress. Right down to a very Morticia looking sort of dress. And this figure, to be honest with you guys, stands pretty good on her own without the stand. Also, it does come with the standard stand, or the stand you get with it, which is pretty awesome. It's a bit of a floor of an old castle with a skull attached to the ground. And again, in terms of accessories or posability, it's basically the arms. The arms are the only thing that you can do with this, is pose it out to do whatever you want. So you can have her sort of standing like that or whatever you want. But again, it's sort of limited. That's the kind of way you kind of want her to be. Very, very limited. I think the head maybe rotates, or the waist swivels. That's about it, guys. The legs don't do much. I mean, that's pretty much what you're getting. Sort of a statuesque type figure. Really just for display purposes only, really. And I don't really pose my figures a lot. The Hot Toys are the ones I'll focus on posing a wee bit more because of, well, basically the money you pay for them, and I think, like, you know, they're the ones that you mostly sit and look at, you know. But apart from that, it's really nothing really that exciting. But let's have a look at the deluxe version. Again, the same figure, different head sculpt. And they gave her the iconic wink. She has an iconic wink, she does. And she's got big teeth. I wouldn't say they're buck teeth, but a pretty big wide mouth that she's got. Pretty cool. Detail in the hair's pretty great as well. Right down to the back of her dress. And all the way around the sleeves, and even the details, like I was saying earlier about the rings and stuff like that's pretty cool, or a wee bracelet. Right down to the leg, right down to the shoe, and the big long Morticia dress. Same figure, guys. Stand them side by side. It's pretty much the same figure. And the same stand you get, nothing else new. I mean, if you do get the deluxe, you're really getting a new head. That's really it. That's all you're paying for. So I mean, it depends how big a Elvira fan you are. I got the deluxe personally because it's just me. I like to have the other version. It's the same thing with the Rocky Horror Picture Show, the Frankenfurter. For years I wanted to find it, track down the other version of Frankenfurter, could not get it for life or hump of money. And then I found it, a guy who was willing to get rid of his, and I decided to get it. downside being was it was in a box set, which I had to get the other 2 figures that I've already got and all that. But I managed to sell the figures and keep the Frankenfurter out of the box set and keep the figures that I wanted to keep. So it's things like that. I mean, it depends, like, if you're looking for just Elvira and for you wanting to, like, you like the iconic Wink or you like that, this is probably one I'd say get if you just want to get one. Or just get this. It really doesn't matter. You know, pretty much look the same. They're just different head sculpts. The same figure. And as I say, you can, you know, attach it to the bottom of the stand. She does pretty well on her own. So I don't even know why you would get in a stand. This is the thing that kind of annoys me, is the fact that, like, a figure like this does well standing on her own. It's cool to get a stand with her. It's just that when you get certain figures that can't stand or struggle to stand again, no stand whatsoever, that's the kind of thing that sort of bothers me. But apart from that, that's all I can really say about the figure. The paint job's really, really good. I hold both figures together. Paint job in each figure is pretty darn awesome. You know, Amok time, I don't think they've done many figures. I think they did the Monsters figures. I know Diamond Select had a lot to do with them as well, Monsters. So I think the Amok time sort of roughly deals with that sort of, you know, cult figures. They've not done many figures, like I say. You can look them up, because I'd never heard of the company either. The only thing that I've really heard them for now is the Elvira figures. But that's pretty much it, guys. A very short but sweet quick unboxing review of these guys, or these 2 versions of Elvira. Again, what one is the better one? To me, they both look good, but then that's why I went for both. But the better one to me is the Winking one. That's just my opinion, because that's our iconic Wink. And if you were going for one, that's probably the one that I would go for if I was going for one. This is pretty good too, but again, it's just to give you another perspective or another head. You know, this is just to get more money out of you. I feel what they should have done is give you 2 head sculpts for a figure. I think they should have gave you, if you paid for one figure, you got that head and you can just pop it off, take it on. Because essentially you are actually buying the same figure just to get that head, which is a pain in the backside, I think. And I think, like, companies like NECA and all that know that now, and that's why you do get multiple heads and stuff like that. In fact, there's a lot of collectors out there I've seen that will buy the same figure just to pop that one of those heads on, just to have those 2 different looks because they like them, and that's fine. You know, you get, like, say for example, the It figure, which I got. Exact same thing. It's just like it gives you multiple heads, and some people like the different looks but can't be bothered swapping the heads, so they'd rather have the It figure posed one way and another one posed the other. And that's pretty good. But for something that's pretty much basically unposable, there's nothing else you can pretty much do with this figure, except for opening her arms out or something like that. That's pretty much it. So yeah, guys, if you were getting one, I'd say that would be the one I would get if I was only getting one. If you were getting, or if you just wanted to get that one, if you like that one, then whatever one you felt was the best one would be the one you'd be doing. The hardest one I think is tracking down is the Deluxe. To me, that one's an older figure than that one. I think that one's a reissued one. So that one, even though the 2 of them were made at roughly the same year, I just feel that this one's a reissued version. So I think this came on 2015 or something like that, and that one's like 2010 for sure. Anyway, it doesn't matter, same figure, guys. So yeah, guys, if you want to get Elvira, go check her out, try and track her down. The one you'll probably track down the easiest on eBay is her, the standard version. As I say, that's the reissued one. It's going for 40, 50, I think it's like £40 or something like that. And the Deluxe is quite hard to get unless you see a seller selling it. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this collection video. Until next time, guys, take care. Bye bye.